Legendary wrestler Hulk Hogan dies aged 71. As first reported by TMZ and later confirmed by his family to US Weekly, Hogan died on the 24th of July after suffering a cardiac arrest. Hogan was one of the WWE's first and most popular ever stars after joining the then WWF in 1979, the predecessor to the now WWE. Hogan's wife Sky denied rumours that he was in a coma just weeks ago as news of his ill health had begun to spread. Though undoubtedly controversial, it is undeniable that Hogan was one of the most influential wrestlers to ever appear in the industry. I mean, yeah, you cannot argue with that. If you're a wrestling fan, regardless of how you feel about Hulk Hogan, whether you liked him, whether you hated him, whether you hated the character, whether you hated the person, whatever it may be, it is undeniable that he was one of the most influential wrestlers to ever step foot in a wrestling ring. And alongside Vince McMahon, who at the time was the owner of the WWF/WWE, helped change the wrestling business for a long time. Reality spawned what would later become known as Hulkamania, a phenomenon where within arenas, people would explode with excitement at the sound of Hogan's theme song. Through his high-profile rivalries with Andre the Giant, The Rock, Rowdy Roddy Piper, and Randy Savage saw him become a celebrity beyond wrestling. This eventually led to him starring in films and also TV properties such as Rocky III, Gremlins 2, The A-Team, and Julio and Juliet. Hogan appeared in the WWE throughout the years at various points, right up until early this year, when he appeared at WWE's Raw on Netflix debut, which was actually his last appearance as well. In this appearance, Hogan came out alongside his longtime manager Jimmy Hart to promote his brand of American beer. Hogan was booed on his re-entry into the WWE, however, noticeably shocking both Hogan and Hart. This was due in large part to accusations of racism which had pledged Hogan's reputation. Also the fact as well, he was a big noticeably Trump supporter, as you can see here above. Now, I'm not playing politics, I'm not trying to promote politics, I'm just stating the fact that he was in fact a Trump supporter. So I think that had something to do with the fact that, along with the racism side of things, white people decided to boo him upon what we now know as his last appearance in the WWE. After being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2005, he was then removed in 2015, after the video of a sexual encounter leaked, in which he repeatedly used the N-word. Hogan was recorded ranting about being disgusted by the idea of a black man, I don't know why it says black woman, but I digress, dating his daughter, stating he was racist to a point. This video was published by Gawker, who Hogan successfully sued for $150 million, later settling for just $31 million. Due to the disgusting racial slurs used in the video, Hogan was dropped by WWE, although his lawyer claimed a different story. He would later apologise for the comments, saying it was wrong, I'm embarrassed by it, but a lot of people need to realise that you inhibit things in your environment. Where I grew up was South Tampa, and it was a really rough neighbourhood, very low income, and all my friends, we greeted each other by saying that word. This was disputed by his neighbours, who said that they had never heard that word growing up. Seth Rollins, one of the most popular current WWE stars, said they were not surprised when he was booed on his return. He said, "No, I was not surprised. I mean, look, he hasn't done a lot to harbour goodwill in his name over the past few years. So I just figured with everything that's going on with him, he came out, I saw it coming. I don't know if anybody else did, but I did, yes." Hogan was later reinstated into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2018, and purported to have told the locker room in his apology to, quote, "Be careful because people have cell phones and cameras, so just be careful." And that really did not help the case whatsoever. That really did not help the fact that people were calling him a racist. Because he's basically saying, look, yeah, I'm sorry, but also just be careful what you say around, people, because they have camera phones and you never know what's going to come out one day. He would be widely criticised for this, as he should have been, with African-American WWE legend Shelton Benjamin later saying, "You lost me forever with your don't get caught," or as you would call it, apology speech. So rather than screw up my name and pretend we ever had some sort of camaraderie, which we never had, please do me a favour and keep my name out of your mouth. WWE released a statement following Hulk Hogan's death saying, "WWE is starting to learn. WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan has passed away. One of pop culture's most recognisable figures, Hogan helped WWE achieve global recognition in the 1980s. WWE extends its condolences to Hulk Hogan's family, friends and fans." So, when this news came out that Hulk Hogan had passed away, admittedly, I was shocked. I was surprised. Mostly because I was just looking through, on his website, Lad Bible, which you see in the article. I was just looking for topics to talk about for my podcast. And then all of a sudden, news came out that Hulk Hogan had passed away. I was like, oh shit. Damn. I was taken back by it a little bit. And look, I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. Do I like the fact that this guy was a racist? Absolutely not. I think it was disgusting. I think it was vile. And he deserved to get, cancelled, if you will. And his little public apology to the WWE locker room was just a PR stunt. And it really goes to show you how much he was not actually apologetic at all for the matter. Now, some people would say, oh, you gotta separate the art from the artist. Yeah, in some cases that's true. But other times it's kind of hard to do that. Especially when it's something so vile and something so sickening. I wasn't born in the 70s, so I didn't get to see Hogan's rise to fame. That was sort of later on as I grew older, where I got to see a couple of his matches, matches with The Rock, for example, at WrestleMania 18, when he turned heel bad guy for the first time in WCW, and then created the NWO faction with himself, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, and then changed the business forever. Moments like that I got to see, and which was really cool to see as well. And those are memories that are really going to be kept in my head for a long time, because I'm a wrestling fan. I'm a lifelong wrestling fan. And I'm grateful he helped make pro wrestling into what it is today. And he helped the wrestling business achieve the level of success it has managed to achieve over the years of his existence. But no doubt, Hulk Hogan will go down in history as very polarizing. Some people love him, some people hate him, some people are 50-50 because of the legacy status that he held, or did hold rather, before his death. But with that being said, please let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of the news of Hulk Hogan's passing? Do you feel any emotion surrounding the news of his passing? What's your favourite Hulk Hogan memory in terms of his wrestling career? Or maybe some of his entertainment projects that he's done? Have you ever had the opportunity to meet Hulk Hogan in either a wrestling event or somewhere, a wrestling sign-in, or whatever it may be? Either way, please let me know your feelings down below. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time.